We're in the post-match press conference here for the DePauw University after a match against the University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, joined by head coach Megan McCormick, goalkeeper Riley Reardon, and Caroline Zadina. And Coach, first just talk about the effort of this group here. A very gutty effort on a cold, blustery day. You go to overtime to PKs after they had tied it late, and you come away with the result. Your thoughts on this game?
Yeah, I mean, I think you said it best. It was a gutsy performance, and I think that it's been the story of kind of the last couple weeks of our season. And I think just the physical demands of the game, being on a wet surface, like you said, the blustery weather and the rain and some of the snow and those types of things. And I think that at the end of the day, I think we fought as hard as anybody. And you know, we talked about at the end of regulation going into overtime that the difference was going to be mental. That it was the physical part of the game was kind of done, and it was who could be in the moment and focused and stay in it, and I think we did that really well.
Question for Riley here. Obviously talk about handling the shootout there. You made a number of saves. They only put one in on you. Just any nerves there, or is it just like, hey, I'm up for the challenge, let's go? What were your thoughts going into the shootout?
I honestly didn't think too much about like the situation or how much it meant. I just took one shot at a time, and before it all happened, I just remembered looking at the seniors and specifically Z sitting next to me, and knew that I had to do it for them because I wasn't ready for their season to end yet.
And just as a correction, she saved all 4 of the shots.
That's right. That's correct. Moving on to the game-winning kick here, Miss Zadina. Talk a little bit about putting the one in the hole there to clinch it. Any pressure that you felt, or is it just like, hey, this is a great opportunity, let's get it done?
Definitely pressure there. However, these girls, I mean, the heart and passion has been there since day one. And so walking up there, kept my eyes on the ball, but I did it for them. These girls mean the world to me, and I knew that we deserved to win that game. So I'm glad it went in.
Coach, talk a little bit about just the fact that you're now in the second round of the NCAA tournament. I think this is your second year as head coach. It's got to feel pretty good to get to this point in the tournament right now. Talk about that.
Yeah, absolutely. It feels great, and I think that Z said it really well, that it's a group of girls and it's a group of women that have worked really hard. And, you know, the goal that we set in August, the second day of preseason, was to make it to the second round of the national tournament, and we're sitting here and we've talked about that, and that's been sort of in our sights for the entire year, and to have an opportunity to sit down with the team tonight and reset that goal is, I think, that something that every coach thinks about throughout the course of the year, and I think that it's a group of young women that really deserve it.
And then finally, talk a little bit about, you're just saying resetting them. You got to come back tomorrow, less than 24 hours later, and play for a regional championship. How do you rest up? How do you regenerate? How do you refocus? How do you go about that?
Yeah, it's certainly tough, right? And I think that luckily we've got our athletic trainer that's on the road with us and who will help us, and we have access to a pool to do some recovery stuff in the pool and some other things that we've used throughout the course of the season. And I think, you know, it's sort of the story of our season, right? We're second game in the day. We went to double overtime, went to PKs, the weather, and kind of those things. And I think obviously Calvin's had a chance to be off their feet for 2 or 3 hours now and kind of those things. So I think that's, you know, we'll celebrate it and we'll be excited about it for a couple of hours here. But our focus is going to shift pretty dramatically in the next couple of hours to trying to physically recover and then mentally reset for the game tomorrow.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to that game tomorrow. Should be a good one. And thanks for stopping by, coach and players.
Thanks.
Thank you.